Good morning. Welcome back to my craft room. Hope everybody had a great night. It's pretty warm here again in PA. I've been busy working on cards for Step Up Sunday and Simple Saturday, and deciding what I'm going to do for Thursday, getting my card ready for Monday's mystery card. Now, just so you know, next week, next week I may have to switch my video, only because I am going to take 2 days off to get away and do absolutely nothing. It should be interesting, to say the least, but we're going to give it a try. All right, so today I decided to use Petal Park, and I'm only going to use the trio of flowers so I can use the punch that goes with this stamp set. And this is a fun fold card. It's pretty simple. I have all my pieces already cut and ready to go. So we're going to start with a piece of basic black cardstock, and this measures 8.5 by 5.5, and I scored it at 2 1/8, 4 1/4, and then 6 3/8. Okay, so we're gonna fold this in half. Whoops, look at that piece of trash. We're gonna fold it in half just like a normal card base, but then we're going to fold this on this score line as a valley. So we're going to fold it back. And this piece here, there's a score line that I know how to do what, M? On this score line, we're going to fold it back. Oh, I don't. That could be a problem, right? So now we have a card base that is 2 1/8 by 5.5. All right. So we're going to open this back up. This is technically going to be the outside and the inside of our card. Hey, Karen. Oh, you're fine. We just went over my basic black 8.5 by 5.5, and it scored it 2 1/8, 4 1/4, and I think I said 6 3/8. Yes. And then we just folded it up so we have a short little piece. So we're going to open this up and we're going to layer it up. Now I'm using designer series paper that is retired, and it is the hand penned designer series paper, and I'm actually going to use this side. So I have 2 pieces of this pattern, and this measures 1 7/8 by, let me just see what that is, 5 1/4, and the same with this. So it should be exactly the same, 1 7/8 by 5 1/4. All right, so those are the 2 designer series paper that I'm using, and I am going to mat that with the textured gold, which I believe is also retired, and this is 2 by 5 3/8. So I'm going to cut this down just a hair because it's just a little too long. It's so quiet. Bill has Sheba outside. She loves laying in the sun. Too hot for us, but boy, she loves it. All right, I just had to take a little hair off. All right, so we are going to grab these pieces. I'm going to use some glue, put it around our edges, and we're going to layer it up onto the front of the card. And all 4 panels. I didn't even, just so you know, I cut all my pieces. I did not even make a template of this card. So I'll be just as surprised as you how it turns out. All right, so we're just layering these in, and I'm trying to make sure that at the ends they're pretty even. And then one more. Let's just layer this in. All right, so now we have all our pieces onto the front of the card. Now we're going to lay our designer series paper right on top of it. And I'm just going to see which I like better. If I like the leaves on the outside or the flowers on the outside. Let's see. I think I'll do it this way. So we're just going to, again, add some glue and layer this onto our gold. And I probably should trim this a little bit. Before I get any further, I'm just going to trim this just a hair. Should be 5 1/4, and it might be off just a hair. And it was just a hair. All right. I'm not going to worry too much about that front piece, but we'll get these on so they're even. Whoops. So is everybody doing okay today? I have to run out to the store today. I hate having to leave the house sometimes, especially when I'm busy. Oh, your dog's like the sun too, Karen. Yeah, it is so hot out there, and that sun is just crazy hot, and she loves it. All right, so now we have our pieces. Okay, here's our card laid out. It's almost like a Venetian screen. Now I have another piece of basic black. And this one measures 4.5 by 2.5. And it's scored at 2 1/4. All right. So we're just going to fold this in half and burnish. Then I have some more of our gold. I'm going to check this before All right, fits good there. Let's see this one. All right, that's good. So we're going to layer it up with some gold. And this measures 2 1/8 by 2 3/8. So we have to make sure we lay this down correctly. And then I have some red designer series paper, and this is from the Horse and Sleigh 6x6 designer series paper. So we're just going to layer that on there. Maybe take our second gold piece and layer this on here. And then here we have another piece of designer series paper. That we're just going to lay right on there. Now this piece is going to be adhered to the card just like this. So it's going to be adhered here. I just want to see, do I want to? Yes. And then it's going to be adhered on this side. I'm actually going to grab a piece of tearing tape. And I think I want it about this big. I'm just going to lay the tearing tape down here. I'm going to get my little cutter. And then we're going to lay another one down right here. And I'm putting it right at the edge of this piece so it adheres really well. And then so I have a little bit of wiggle room. I'm going to add just a little bit of liquid glue. Just so this way it doesn't stick completely and I get to move it around just a little bit. Okay, so we want it on the front piece. I'm going to just put it on so it is about halfway between. And then we can fold this up and fold this down. And now it's on the back of our piece. Okay, just gonna go to the back and just make sure that's adhered really well. All right, so when it closes up, that is what it looks like. Yeah, I was experimenting too. I want to see what it looks like. All right, so now I am going to grab the flowers that I punched out, and I also punched out a couple of leaves. And I am going to actually add just a bit of color to my flowers. And this is Poppy Parade. I don't want to color it in completely. I just want a touch of color. let's do this one. So I'm just going over the artist's lines really, and then maybe adding a line or two more just to add some color. And this one's a little different. Oops. I just don't like that. All right, so I'm going to grab my color lifter and I'm going to color the outside with the color lifter, and it should lighten those edges just like that. Now I'm going to grab some Gilded Gems Retired. I've been going through my stuff trying to hit all the stuff that I have that I need to get rid of. And I'm going to add these gold gems to the center of these flowers. I think we can use that one for here too. Oops. And then we have our leaves. So we're going to use these flowers for the front of our card. So let me just grab some dimensionals. We are just going to pop this one up. And we'll do it right in the center. And then we'll add some glue to the smaller ones. And then we have some leaves. So let's grab one leaf, and I'm going to put glue onto the top of the leaf, just a little. And I'm going to slip it under this flower like this, and then making sure I got the glue covered, and just poke it down so the flower brings it up. And then we're going to add some glue to these leaves, and we're going to stick them under on this side. And I do have some real red ribbon. I'm not sure how it's going to look, so let's tie a bow and experiment. Whoops. All right, so let's get this bow. Before I even attach it, I'm going to just see what it looks like. I think we'll do that. All right. So we're just going to pull these tails down. Grab a glue dot. And we're going to add it right here to this card. Now I know I put the gems on the center of the flowers, but I am going to add one to this corner and then one to this bottom corner. Just like that. All right, so that would be the front of our card. Now if you wanted, you could add a piece of basic white that you can write on the back. Okay, I'm going to turn this around, and I actually stamped my sentiment in Memento and punched it out using my favorite double oval punch. And I am just going to take this and add it to the center of this section here. And I'm going to grab another gem, and we're just going to add it right here on the bottom. So when the card stands up, that is what it will look like, just like this. All right. And like I said, if you wanted to add a piece of basic white that you could write a message, you can put it right here on the back. All right. So there we go. Oops. That's how it would stand, and that's how it would look. So just a quick way to use up some designer series paper that you have. I know if you're like me, you have a lot hanging around. So ladies, enjoy the rest of your day. Stay cool, because I know it is pretty warm out there. And I will catch you, today's Friday. I'll catch you on Sunday. Oh, you're welcome, Karen. I'll catch you on Sunday for our Simple Saturday and Stepped Up Sunday card. So have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.